We're starting in the kitchen with Cindy Barberi from cindystable.com. We're making paella, and that's a dish that's typically made with rice, but you have a healthier version for us today.
Right, not only do I have a healthier version, but it's all done in one pot. So I'm so excited to get this recipe going. And we're going to talk about the healthy version. But I'm going to start with sausage. Now you can use chicken sausage, pork, sweet, hot, shrimp, whatever you want to use for the meat. And I have it on, my pan's nice and hot. I just add a little bit of oil in there, and then I'm just going to add in my sausage. I already cut it up, just like in bite-sized pieces.
Yes,
so you
but
want
it's still in the casing.
It's still in the casing. If you want to take the casing off, you can, but all I do is just slice them, and you can hear that nice sizzle.
Now, is this hot or sweet?
I have a combination.
Oh, okay.
So I got everything at D&D Market in Wethersfield, and homemade sausage, and I got a combination of hot and sweet.
And I would imagine chicken sausage is you can use that too. It's less fat.
It's less fat, yeah. So you can really use whatever you want in here. Now we'll let this go. Now to make this a healthier version, as you had mentioned, it's normally done with rice. We're using cauliflower as our rice today. It's the new rice. Now this is what cauliflower florets look like. So all I did was just chop it up.
And this is fresh. You don't want to use frozen.
No, we're going to use fresh. Now what I have is my food processor here, and I have my disc inside there. So all you do, Ashley, is throw the cauliflower into the disc.
Okay, I'll help you here. Oh, you can only, okay.
Yeah, that should be plenty.
I'm not super familiar with these things.
That's okay.
Okay.
So now we're going to close it, and then if you just put it on, this goes down. So see, it actually created the rice.
Now, that happens so fast.
It happens so fast. So I already made a head for us, so this is what it looks like when we do that to the food processor. Now, no fear, if you don't have a food processor, you can use a box grater or chop it up really fine. So
you could use a box grater. It might take a little bit longer, but
it might take a little bit longer. It does make a little bit more of a mess, but you can certainly get the job done
and it looks like rice.
Have your rice. So while this is cooking, we're going to add in some shallots.
And shallots, I mean, I'm sure that this is the kind of dish where it's everything, a lot of different things go into it, so you can kind of use what you have. So if you have onion, I'm sure onion would be okay.
You can use onion, whatever vegetables you have, you can really, this is a great use up what you have in the refrigerator dish as well. Now, because this is traditionally a Mexican dish, what I did here is I have a little bit of hot water. Now, these are saffron threads. Now, you only need a little bit, and you don't really need to do this, but it will give the cauliflower some nice color. So what I like to do is just put it in some warm water, and this water will turn red, okay? And then later, we'll put this on top of it and give it that nice, authentic feel for a paella.
And it has a nice flavor to it, too.
It has a great flavor, so it's going to add a lot of wonderful flavor to it. So while this is cooking, we can start adding in some other ingredients. What I have here is a can of artichoke hearts. I got them quartered. If you buy them whole, you can just quarter them up yourself. We just add, and it just adds another great flavor to it.
A nice
and then
flavor.
I have some roasted red peppers right out of the jar. You can just throw those in there, Ashley.
Okay.
And all I did was pat them dry and 2 peppers and slice them nice and thin. That's it. Now you can use a regular red pepper if you have, but again, the roasted red pepper gives it another layer of flavor.
It's nice because these are things that you can just have in your pantry. Artichokes in a can, some roasted red peppers. You can have those so that if you think, I don't know what I'm going to make for dinner tonight, it's nice if you have them in your house already. You can just throw it together.
Exactly. And again, you can add, as you mentioned, onion, garlic. We can add in some salt and pepper in here.
Those staples you always have.
Those staples. Now, I do like to add my Italian twist to it, so I always have parsley and basil, which you know me by now. I always like to add a little bit of that in there as well.
And soon, when you have your nice herb gardens outside, you'll be able to use fresh herbs,
You can use fresh herbs. Now, when you use fresh herbs, you want to add them at the very end. Okay, so with the dry herbs, we can add those in now, but yes, once you have your garden, we can add that. So we're going to let this cook for a little while, Ashley, and then we'll add the cauliflower rice in last. So we can add in some peas now.
All right, and those are frozen peas?
These are frozen peas, and you can add them in frozen. So no need to thaw them out because they're going to warm up so fast in here.
I love the easy, throw it all in one pot, only one pot to clean recipes. They're wonderful. Thanks, Cindy. We're going to be back with you later on in the show.
Yes.
Finish this up and show you the finished paella recipe. The healthier version.
Yes.
Thanks, Cindy.
Yes.
Smells amazing. All right, we're back in the kitchen with Cindy Barberi from cindystable.com. This sausage and artichoke paella smells amazing, and it looks beautiful. It's like a perfect spring dish.
It is, and not only is it a one-pot dish that we talked about earlier, but I made this within 30 minutes. So it's quick and easy and healthy.
Start to finish right here in the kitchen.
So earlier we had the sausage with the peppers and the artichokes and the shallots, and all I did was add in some chicken broth, about 1.5 cups, and you can add more if it absorbs more, depending on how big of a head your cauliflower is. And then I add in all that cauliflower. So look at this.
So you just throw it right in?
You just throw it right in. So it's one pot, 30 minutes, easy, and it's healthy.
And don't stress if there's some chunks of cauliflower in there. It's okay.
No, because it'll taste great.
Right.
No worries at all. Now this is a saffron that we added in just a little bit of hot water. So see how it churned that color?
Yes, and so
And
it
you
doesn't
only
take
need-
much.
No, you just
saffron.
need a tiny bit because it is very expensive, but it does go a long way. So all I like to do is just pour it on here. And now watch what's going to happen to our dish. It's going to give it that nice orange color. So it's going to really look like that authentic paella. So
Right,
see, you
it's
just
gonna
need
give it
that
that-
little bit in there. That's all you need, Ashley.
And mix it all together.
Mix it all together, and it's so great. And again,
Oh,
you
it
can
smells
use snap peas, any vegetables that you have at home. Shrimp, it's Lent. If you want to make this on Friday and add shrimp to it, this is great.
Right.
And look how delicious this is. I mean, does that just look beautiful?
It does, it does. And like you said, you can use any kind of meat, the chicken
Exactly.
sausage or whatever you want.
And I love using it in these braising pans because I can bring this right to the table. So I don't have to dirty another platter or anything. And here you go, Ashley, if you want to give it a try.
Oh,
So
yes,
I can
would
bring
love
this,
to.
this right to the table, and everybody's just going to say, oh my God, this is so beautiful. It smells so good. And they're going to be so happy to dig into this.
Oh yeah, my stomach actually. I hope my microphone doesn't pick up the rumbling. All right, so it's not. It looks beautiful on the plate, and then you have some green onions there. You just
and
top
then,
it off.
yeah, so I like to keep them on the side raw, and I just like to add a little to your plate. So as everybody plates it, they can just add a few. It brings more brightness in.
Looks pretty.
It looks so gorgeous, and it's so healthy. I mean, we're all trying to get into bikini season, right? So eating healthy is definitely going to get us there.
It's gonna, yes, make you feel good. It's delicious. You don't have to eat things that you don't like to be healthy. That's for
Exactly.
sure. Thanks, Cindy. What a beautiful recipe. Can't wait to try it. For a copy of this recipe and more, people can visit us online. Just head to our website, mymassappeal.com.